So earlier today, I was working on getting through some email, and there's a lot of email, and I cannot possibly get through every tweet or Facebook post or email, but I do try to get to some, at least some. And today I managed to get to one. I wanted to repeat the advice here that I gave to him. He said that he was having trouble making friends, that he's being encouraged to find a job, and that people in his life are abandoning him because he feels depressed, and that he finds it difficult to achieve and difficult to handle. And a lot of people in this world don't really comprehend or understand depression. And I want to talk about that a little bit here in the hopes that somebody can understand. Depression is like feeling sadness and anger and frustration and lethargy and a complete lack of motivation. All of those feelings wrapped up into one with a dozen other feelings with it. And with it comes this self-loathing in which you hate yourself. You hate the way you feel. You hate the inside of your brain. You hate the world. And nobody can understand it. And people will tell you, well, just get out of bed. Just go do what you're supposed to do. Go to work. Succeed. Just get off your ass. And it doesn't work that way. It's not that easy. You know, your brain is literally telling you to stay put, to not achieve, to not try, to not succeed. And you hate yourself for it. You hate yourself. That's the worst feeling in the world. And people who haven't experienced depression don't understand it because they think it's a regular feeling like you're a little sad. No, I'm not a little fucking sad. I'm depressed. So the advice that I gave him, the same advice that I want to give you today, even if you are depressed, even if you're not depressed, even if you have dealt with it before, you have no clue. I want you to join me in a fun little exercise that I did 20 years ago now. And I've put into practice. And if you think that I'm a nice guy, if you think I'm funny, if you think I'm successful, if you think I have a good life, if you think I've achieved in spite of the many deficits I started with, I'll tell you that it worked for me. And if it worked for me, it can work for you. And if it does, that's great. So here's what I want you to do. Right now, I want you to, when I'm done here, I'm going to tell you when. I want you to pause the video, okay? But I want you to think about the person you want to be. I want you to think about the person you want to become. What job do you have? Do you have a wife or a husband? Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? Do you have kids? What career field do you work in? Are you funny? Are you sociable? Do you keep to yourself? Do you own a car that you want to own or a home that you want to own? Do you play video games for a living, or do you watch video games for a living? Do you want to just sit around the house and play video games all day and work at McDonald's? Whatever that person is that you want to become, right now, pause this video and imagine that person who you want to be 10 or 15 years. Just think about it. And then, now that hopefully you've unpaused the video, because I didn't tell you to do that, and now that you know, with a certain amount of realization here, the person that you want to be, I want you to make a list of things that you need to achieve to become that person. Do you need to go to school to get that job? Do you need to earn a lot of money to get the things that you want? Do you need to meet the right person to marry them, to have the kids that you want? Do you need to start working on your social skills? Do you need to learn how to juggle and start doing magic? Do you need to start working on a comedy set? Do you need to learn to play the guitar? What is it you need to do to be the person that you need to be? And then this weekend, starting with this weekend, I want you to spend part of this weekend making a plan or enacting a plan that will make you the person you want to become, that will make you the person that you just now dreamt of right here together in front of us. And maybe it's picking a school. Maybe it's picking a career field. Maybe it's studying this weekend so you pass the grades that you need to get into the school that you want. Maybe you need to go buy a guitar. Maybe you need to get a job to start saving up to buy that guitar, that gaming rig that you're going to capture videos here on the YouTube with, or whatever. And every day that you spend in your life working towards that goal is going to be a successful day. And I'll tell you, and a lot of people may say right now, Boogie, that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't know how to play the guitar. It's going to take thousands of hours to really become good at the guitar. I'm focused on the guitar. I'm going to have to work for fucking 6 months to save up for that gaming rig that I want. Or I'm going to have to, whatever. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I know it is. I'm going to have to start going to the social groups and talk to people. I can barely talk to people as it is. I know, it sucks. And it's going to be hard. And you're going to get hurt along the way. God knows I did. And God knows it was hard. But if I'm successful, you can be successful. And I want to tell you, what else do you have to do? You know, I hate to quote 12-year-old girls right now, but YOLO, right? You know, you only live once. As stupid as that is to say and write down on your notebook next to a heart and a My Little Pony sticker. But it's true. It's true. You only live once. What else are you going to do in this world? What else are you going to try to do? How else are you going to... You could lay there and wait to die. God knows I tried that once too. You can try to eat yourself to death. You can waste your life. You can throw it away. You can piss it away. Or you can become the person that you want to become. And for the record, the money, the success, the women, whatever it is you want, it'll come. And when you become a person that's worth loving, when you fight out of that depression, you fight out of that pit, you fight out of that lethargy, you fight out of that boredom, you fight out of the bullshit that you're dealing with on a daily basis, everyone around you will see it and respect it and care about you and want to be around you. And worked for me. That's all I'm saying. So best of luck. Good luck this weekend. If you do see the end of this video, I want to hear about the person you want to become. I want you to write it down in your comments. I want to listen to it. I want to read it. I'm going to spend my weekend reading about the people you want to become. What are your dreams, ladies and gentlemen? I want to hear them. Best of luck. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.